Hi guys, lovely to see you again. Hassan Khan here, talking more about the science of success and achievement. Now this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm in Morocco at the moment, as you can see by the beautiful surroundings, and I wanted to tell you a story and share a couple of little secrets that I shared with the owner of a local restaurant that I was having dinner at a few days ago. So I happened to get talking to this owner, the owner of the restaurant, and he was asking me where I was from and what I did. He was curious about my background, and when he found out about my work and the work that I do specifically on the science of influence and persuasion, he asked me if I could give him some little tips on how to get more tips from the tourists who eat at his restaurant. Now he asked me if I had any ideas to give his workers some extra take-home money without having to increase their salaries. So I told him about an experiment that was done at a restaurant in the US a couple of years ago. Now, before I tell you this story, I want to ask you a question. Do you think it's more effective to have mints or sweets of candy placed in a basket near the door at a restaurant, like many restaurants do? Or do you think giving diners their sweets or mints at the end of the meal is better? Now, in this experiment, these researchers wanted to work out if giving a little candy to patrons at the end of their meal would have an effect on food service tips. And what they found was if the servers first gave one piece of candy to each person at the table, then turned away from the table, signaling that they were leaving, but before they left completely, they turned back towards the diners at the table, reached into their pockets, and placed a second piece of candy on the table for each person, their tips increased by a whopping 25%. Now this gesture was so small, but it was almost as if they were saying to the customers, "Oh, you guys are so nice," or "You like me so much, here's an extra piece of candy each." That's unbelievable. Now there are three major factors at play here, and these are universal factors that help make a gift or favor more persuasive, and as a result, more likely to be reciprocated. Now the first is significance. They gave 2 instead of 1. But it was also the way the candy was given. It was unexpected and personalized. Now these are powerful lessons, and it's something to remember when you're giving gifts to someone to make sure that they're most appreciated. And if you're interested in increasing your tips, this is an unbelievable but such a clever way to do it. So this is what I told this local restaurant owner. Now he had given us some sweets at the end of our meal, and I told him that next time, after people had eaten, have his workers give a single sweet and then have them signal to leave, but return to give the diners an extra sweet per person. He said he'd try it, and then I should come back in a few days and see how it went. Now, I went back to this restaurant last evening, and the owner was so happy to see me. He gave me a big hug, and he said the staff at his restaurant had made a couple of hundred extra dirhams each by just following this strategy. And this is persuasion science at its best, and it shows you how just small changes and tweaks can lead to huge effects. I hope you're able to come up with your own ideas about how you could use this. Drop me a message and let me know how you get on. Now please like, share and subscribe if you like this video. I hope to see you next time.